Hey, what's up, YouTube? Like I said, man, there's a lot of stuff been wrecking my mind lately about, you know what I'm saying, about some shit in boxing and a lot of other things. Like I said, man, I have noticed this right quick or whatever. It's like a big ass, as you see, look at my dog. My dog is in the video trying to make friends with everybody. Hey, bull. Say hey to the people, bull. Badass. Anyway. Like I said, man, things been wrecking my mind in terms of, you know what I'm saying, how the boxing media is. Um, Anybody know about, you know what I'm saying, the last fight that Errol Spence and Danny Garcia was in? You know, thing is or whatever at Cowboy Stadium. You know, Errol Spence Jr. Defeated Danny Garcia in the Cowboy Stadium and everything, and everybody, you know, what I'm saying, realized what actually happened. You know what I'm saying, when it came down to it. So what happened? What happened was that um Terrence Crawford was in the building. Okay, he was in the building, and you know what I'm saying, he got into it with a couple Texans. You know what I'm saying, that literally surrounded his car, and he was just around his, you know, friends and family, and they yelled, "Well, this is EJ, this is EJ Country and all this other shit." But EJ did the classic, you know what I'm saying, when he said, "Oh, the who's next." You know, so when the announcer asked him, well, who's next? You know what I'm saying? Is it gonna be Sean Porter and you again, or you and Keith Thurman, or Terrence Crawford? Because since Terrence Crawford's in the building, he said, well, he did the classic. Well, I'm not fighting no more this year. I got to talk to my manager Al Heyman, and I want to go ahead and spend time with my friends and family and stuff like that. Make sure, you know, so go back to my ranch and stuff like that. Never ever, and you know, what I'm saying, then go sit and say, well, I don't know what Terrence Crawford even here, which was a slap to the face. Now, to me, I feel like that's a soap opera too. It's getting to the point that it's getting a little bit too soap opera-ish to me, and that was literally unheard of. You know what I'm saying? In the heavyweight division, you know, it's one of those things that if you want to fight somebody, you attend their fights and call them out after the fight. You know, the thing about Terrence Crawford or whatever, Terrence Crawford want to fight, but he don't want to make himself seem like he desperate, make himself seem like he's, you know, he acting a fool, and make it seem like he this, he that. Which I love Terrence Crawford. I do. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, you know what I'm saying, I'm a boxing fan, I'm not a fanboy. Terrence Crawford, if he had the mouthpiece to call that person out and continue to call that person out and create pandemonium, you know, after every fight, and then show up at his and then show up at his game, and when the camera hit his face, hey, yeah, I'm just here to support him on welcome back, and I hope we can be able to do this, you know, so when he feel fit, when he ready, because I'm ready. You know, he just needs to, you know, develop his mic skills, man. But you know, I also want to say this right here or whatever. I feel like it's getting to the point of soap operas. Now, what tripped me out about the heavyweight division, that motherfucker got to the point it is so daytime soap to me. The only person that's actually doing what they're supposed to do is Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua will be fighting Cooper Pulev tomorrow, on the 12th, which is Saturday. He will be fighting him tomorrow. He's the only person that's not ducking no competition at all. He like, hey, well, you know, he give people opportunity to turn it down. Oh well, you know what I'm saying? Y'all miss out on a big ass payday. It is what the fuck it is. Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury is in cahoots. I'm gonna be honest with you. They ain't cahoots. There's no in hell that somebody can talk all this shit about you, profile their name after they talk all this shit about you, and then once you beat them, they can't take it. It's always an excuse. My uniform too heavy. I had weak legs. Titus Fury gloves were tainted with Mark Brilliant spiked my water. All kinds of shit. You blame other things but yourself. Hey, you know what I'm saying, you lost, chuck this shit up, go back to the gym, go ahead and work on your fighting skills. Now, I said this in one video before. I don't know if I put this on YouTube or whatever, but I did say this on Facebook. If you don't believe me, go to my Facebook page and if you don't believe me, go to my Facebook page and go ahead and check it out for yourself. Same fucking name, you know what I'm saying? Same name, look up my face, pal. You know what I'm saying? Dude, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and look it up your damn self. But I said it. I said this on Facebook, and I'm not shy about saying it. I know social media is like, it's documented, and you say what you say, and that's you can't never say that you never said this, and they can always pull it up. I don't give a fuck if you pull it up or not. This is what I think. Okay. Deontay Wilder is known for having the right hand. He's known for having that right hand. Okay. And when you known as a brawler, he's a brawler. Tyson is a boxer brawler. You know what I'm saying? Tyson got that, that pick-a-boo defense. And when he hits you, he hit you from any different angle. Sometimes when his defense is an offense, because once he jab, he hit you just like that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Move out the way, still jab you. So that's how Mike Tyson fight. Mike Tyson got that brawl type fighting skill, that power punching, brawl type, tight fist to his chin type fight. So Tyson, everybody was like really whooping, Tyson whooped everybody. But when it got to the point that Tyson started to not train, fucking eat, having sex with all these Asian women like grapes, partying and hanging out with Don King, having these fur coats and stuff. And started losing everybody that gave a fuck about him, like his trainer, and Custom Auto died, and which is, when he got rid of Rooney, man, that shit was like, okay. That was the guy that pretty much, went by numbers and actually, was actually helping you as far as body shots, head. Then when they lost when he lost Rooney, man, that was like, okay, now he started with a headhunter, and it's gonna get to the point that people gonna start. He gonna get into a fight with somebody gonna be able to take those shots and show them. Every brawler have their day. Boxer, every puncher have their day. Every brawler puncher or boxer puncher have their day. And who they had a day with? A pure boxer. Motherfucker, they can move their feet, counter punch, and look for openings or whatever like that after your power shots. James Buster Douglas proved it. Evander Holyfield proved it. Lennox Lewis, he proved it. With Deontay Wilder, on the other hand, see, Mike Tyson was going through his stages or whatever. He came from prison, and he was a shell of himself. He wasn't as he wasn't the same Mike Tyson that he was back in the late 80s, you know, knocking everybody out, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, they put in front of him. So, you know, I seen the Evander Holyfield fight, you know what I'm saying, the first and the second one. The first Evander Holyfield fight was, he got outboxed. I admit that, you know, he wasn't ready for Evander. He got outboxed because Evander actually worked with a kid at the time, you know what I'm saying, got the same build as Mike Tyson and everything. You know, by the time Mike Tyson got out of jail and stuff like that, it was a guy by the name of David Toole. David Toole was like Mike Tyson-ist. You know what I'm saying? David Toole was Samoan, but he had that same type of fighting style. The only difference between David Toole and Mike Tyson was right-handed. David Toole was left-handed. And they have that same style. That pickaboo ass style and that brawling ass style. So when he worked with David Toole, you know, for months in the gym, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, for sparring, you know, by the time he fought Mike Tyson, it felt like he already fought him before because of that boxing style that David Toole would have to the table. It's similar to Mike Tyson's boxing style. All right. The whole purpose of sparring somebody is you have to find a fighter that similar, that you know what I'm saying, that have the same characteristics and similar ability of their puncher style, just like your opponent. You know, not too many people got their Floyd Mayweather puncher style. You know, not too many people gonna do their Floyd Mayweather defense or whatever, and 9 times out of 10 you're gonna pretty much be trying to fight somebody like that. The only person that can pretty much, if you is in the ring with a Floyd Mayweather, you need somebody that, prime example, you need somebody that patterns his style like a Adrian Broner, a James Toney, you know, somebody that can pattern his style when you in the ring with them. And you'll start going up on points against Floyd. Floyd will figure you out later on. But by then or whatever, he been in this position that he got to knock you out to win the fight. You know what I'm saying? So you have to find opponents that have the same similar style they do by fight night. You know, that's a bone to throw to anybody that's in boxing, or anybody that want to box, or anybody that's a boxing fan. You have to think about shit like that when you're in the ring. Now, back to Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. I believe these motherfuckers ain't cahoots because it's funny as hell how somebody can pretty much say that they done with that person and I'm finna fight somebody else, and another person is mad because they can't get the opportunity back, and you know what I'm saying, their contract expired, and they putting social media involvement into their stories. So it's like, okay, now if this motherfucker hits you upside the head, you got an egg-shaped form on the side of your skull, why don't you go to the hospital? Or why don't you be suing this guy by now? This man waited 7 fucking months to talk about this shit. 7 months. 7 months to talk about this? Really? You could have been aired out your fucking business, bro. You could have been said what you said. You wait 7 months to talk about it. You gonna give your information to a YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? Instead of giving it to, you know what I'm saying, giving it to somebody that's a syndicated network, like a Fox, like a you know, like a Showtime, like something like a news network that can pretty much get your story in like 60 minutes or something. This motherfucker fuck around and say, fuck it, I'm going to go ahead and tell YouTube it is. And they ran with it. And it's funny as hell how most fans, I'm not saying the diehard fans. Diehard fans is more like me. You know what I'm saying? We know we cut shit down to the middle. We like, nigga, hey, you fucking up, you fucking up. But we may like you, but if you doing some fucked up shit, we gonna tell you. You know, especially me. When you have so many yes men in your group, they'll say, yeah, we'll do this, yeah, we'll do this, you will do that. That right there clouds your judgment on things you need to do. That's logical. Deontay Wilder had so many yes men around him to the point that when he had a guy by the name of Lou DiBella that was a promoter and a manager himself to help him launch the DAZN deal, which is $120 million to fight Anthony Joshua. He fired him. Let his ass go. Mark Breland, an Olympic gold medalist, you know what I'm saying, a great champion his damn self that was knocked out, you know, in his career, but he had a legacy career, you know what I'm saying. When he pretty much did it, he was in Ring Magazine and everything. You fire him because he threw in the towel at the second Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury fight. He threw in the towel, so you mad at him. But you kept JD's around. Now, I can understand that JD's been with you from the start, but if I'm gonna be this militant pro-black superstar, you fire all the brothers and keep and keep the other people. Keep all your right friends. That ain't right. That ain't right. That ain't right there. But like I said, me personally, I'm not like that. I'm an integrationist. I don't believe in shit like that. You know, I know the shit. I know racism exists, but I don't believe in shit like that. But I'm talking about as far as think about interracial couple. I have had a couple interracial couples my damn self. But that's besides the point. You fire all the people that try to help you all along your career, but you keep somebody that was supposed to be checking gloves, checking hand wraps, and he's sitting over there joking around and doing it. And JD's supposed to be right there, supposed to be watching Tyson Fury gloves, supposed to be checking his hand wraps, supposed to be checking everything. And nobody wasn't around to see all this when you got hit and his glove tampered with and it got to be egg weight and all this other shit. So it's funny. It's funny to me. And Tyson Fury ain't fighting nobody because of Deontay Wilder might sue me. You know, y'all motherfuckers ain't cahoots. And Deontay Wilder ain't trying to fight nobody else. And Tyson Fury ain't trying to fight nobody else. He was supposed to fight the eighth seed in the top 10 of the WBC, but he didn't. Well, man, scratch that. I'm going to fight that person in February. That's a whole fucking year of you winning the belt. That would take me by WBC. This person can wait a whole year without no mandatories, and they keep the belt. That's how they will lean you toward Deontay Wilder. 5 years, you only fought 2 mandatories out of those 5 years. Now, that's one reason why a lot of old guys don't like Deontay Wilder and calling him out. And wonder why. Because they look at him like food. And it's like, dude, you fight all these lower level oppositions, you're food. But like I said, man, I feel like it's a soap opera now, and it's getting to the point that only people I'm watching is Anthony Joshua, in the heavyweight division, which is he supposed to be fighting Pulev tomorrow. I'm gonna watch that fight, and also I'm gonna be watching. Also, I'm gonna be watching. The next person that Teofimo Lopez fight, I'm gonna watch that. Cause some of these other niggas, they so proper fighters, man. Terrence Crawford, he cool, but damn, bro, I be hating when he let out the gas. When it come down to Errol Spence, he let out the gas too much. I would have called his ass out. I would have. You know what I'm saying? I would have had his fans look like he's chicken. I'm sorry, that would have been me. But like I said, you guys can let me know in the comment section. You guys can subscribe and please give me a like button. This is Tommy Hill getting off.